Go Home Again. Written and performed by Deneishia LeArtiste. For what feels like an eternity, I have been trapped in slumber, but recently I have started to stir. It's not a sudden awakening, more like a dim light flickering on in the distance and gradually getting closer and brighter. I don't know why, but there's a sense of comfort now, a sense of safety within this shared body, even though it's larger, taller, and marked with scars. Perhaps it's because we're back where it all began. She calls it a reckless decision to return to the neighborhood where so much hurt and pain occurred, and I can hear the fear in her thoughts. Her words are laced with doubt and hesitation, but there is a determination in her voice that cannot be ignored, a kind of steel will that pushes her forward despite the risks. She claims it's a journey towards healing, a chance to confront the ghosts of our past, but I can't help but feel like it's more than that. It's as if she believes that by walking these streets again, she can change the ending of our story, an ending that has already been written in tears and blood. It's an attempt to rewrite a story that has been etched into our minds, like trying to paint over a canvas already filled with vivid memories and emotions, hoping the new colors will somehow blend and create a different picture. As we drive through the old streets, every corner and building triggers a rush of memories. The playground where we used to spend our afternoons, now desolate and overgrown. The small park with the broken swing set where we shared our first secrets. A sense of unease washes over me as we approach the street corner where it all began. A place that holds both beautiful and painful memories. I see the old grocery store, its sign faded and peeling, and the empty lot next to it where the community center once stood. Each landmark is a knife twist of nostalgia and sorrow. And yet here we are, ready to face it all again in hopes of finding closure and moving forward. We wait on the corner outside of the grocery store for our ride, and I can sense it before she does. The memory of our grandmother's warm hand holding ours, her voice soothing like a lullaby as she talked about the weather. The image is vivid and overwhelming. The old payphone, the squeaky wheels of the shopping cart, and Grandma calling the cab a chariot. Tears start to well up in both of our eyes, and I realize that these tears are no longer just mine. They belong to both of us now. "Look at us," she whispers under her breath, hastily wiping away her tears before our driver arrives. "We're still here." As we drive past our old apartment building, it stands tall and imposing like a ghost from our past. I try my best not to flinch, but she does it for me. I'm learning now that she remembers everything too, things I thought only haunted me. The echoes of slammed doors, shouting voices, and constant fear. Yet she remains composed and ready, steady, breathing calmly. Just her presence is enough to quiet those echoes. Later on, we walk along the same path that I used to take when I was in middle school. But now it looks different. Patched up with cracks in the pavement and new stop signs. The children seem smaller than I remember, their laughter echoing through the streets as they carry backpacks twice their size. I have this urge to warn them, to tell them to be cautious of all the hidden dangers lurking around them. But she keeps walking ahead confidently, her head held high. "This is just the way to the dollar store now," she says casually, as if it's no big deal, as if this road hasn't been witness to our tears and our hurried steps, desperately trying to escape the things we couldn't put into words. Inside the dollar store, bright lights and loud noises assault us, but she can't help but smile when she sees rows of cheap candy. She grabs a bag of watermelon church lady candies and whispers, "For us, for us." Every time she says those two words, it's like a warm hand reaching back in time to hold mine. I am not alone in this anymore. With each step she takes, it feels like a bandage being placed over an open wound. Every place we visit, the park with its rusty swings, the corner where that man used to leer at us, the alleyway that always reeked of fear, they all shift under her touch. She's rewriting the map of our pain, turning it into something softer and gentler. At night, in the stillness of our minds, I can feel her lost in her thoughts. She's writing again, filling pages with words that wrap around me with warmth and understanding. She's telling our story, but this time she refuses to let it hurt us like it once did. "I'm proud of you," she whispers into the darkness. I'm not sure if she means me or herself. Maybe it doesn't matter. For what feels like the first time in forever, I feel safe. And for both of us, that is enough.